Hello, Earth Signs. Welcome to the first reading of March, from March 1st to 7th. I know I just posted a video for you guys 2 days ago, but I am really trying to get, I'd like to kind of start actually having, videos out on a weekly basis. Especially if I'm only going to do, the element, kind of reading. So, so anyway, here we go. You guys are the last one of to do for the 4 elements. Last but certainly not least, by any means, just grounded and patient. So anyway, housekeeping rules. My kids are all home. I did just warn them, that I was starting to do this. So fingers crossed, they are all, watching their movies and shows and, enjoying their Wi-Fi time before it's bed. I cuss a little bit sometimes, not intentionally. I'm working on that, but sometimes I do get excited. Straight up, I'm a believer. I am a spiritual person. I'm also a religious person. I will refer to the divine and the spirit as the Lord, as God, as my Savior. And just because I am doesn't mean, I certainly don't, I'm not going to shove it down your throat. But that's where I stand from. That's where these messages, that's where I feel that I am, coming forward with these messages is through, is through that purpose. So, I'm not going to just kind of bullshit my way and pretend that I pray to other people, straight up. I pray to the Lord. Okay? So if that makes you feel uncomfortable, or, you are going to want to fight with me on where I stand religiously after this, that's beside the point. I'm not about to, stand here and preach my religion to you. I am simply interpreting cards the way that I read them, the way that I pull them. And I'm not a professional, right? I do this for fun because I enjoy doing it. So anyway, let's get right into it. I think that was enough housekeeping rules. So I have already pulled the oracle decks for the reading, just to kind of save time. I am a bit of a big talker, so just to kind of save time, I like to just shuffle out, meditate before, pull out the 2 oracle decks. The first one that we're starting with is the Energy Oracle deck, and this is for the overall theme of the week for March the 1st to the 7th. So let us see what you got. Ooh. Okay, so you got 4 for the overall theme of this week. First one being financial constraints. Second one being door to value. Third one being door to spirit. Fourth one being the 6th chakra. This is your third eye, okay? This is this one right up here. And the temple path at the bottom of that deck. So for an overall theme, did you notice a lot of doors? Right? Okay, so the Mercury retrograde is ending sometime this week or next. I heard the 5th and I heard the 9th. So that's kind of, kind of lingers on, so whatever. But through this Mercury retrograde has been a lot of time for reflection, and retrogrades kind of are just the stalling out in the waiting period before moving forward. Well, with this ending and this lineup of cards, there are going to be a lot of doors opening for you. Definitely some that have closed, but there is a ton of doors that are opening for you, coming up. So this financial constraints, this is a general reading, right? So not everything is going to resonate with you, and seriously, do not try to make readings fit that don't fit. If they don't fit and you know that they don't fit, don't fight with somebody and be like, your reading was wrong, it didn't fit my life. No. The reading wasn't wrong. It wasn't the right message for you. You watched a reading that wasn't right for you. If if there's something certain that you need to ask and you're not finding it in general readings, then maybe that's a question that's, too personal. You need to actually, get in touch with somebody and ask that question. Okay, so financial constraints. Again, that's going to resonate with everybody on a different level. But the door to value behind that. So to me, whatever struggles you are coming through or kind of walking through right now, whether that is, you've had financial constraints for a long time, or situations come up that's kind of, caused a little, in the break hold. Something's happened, but there is this other door to value that's opening right behind it. So whatever this is, okay, this is empty, empty cupboards, nothing here. That's fine. This one has been closed. This one is bare, but there is another door that is open. Pay attention. There is something else open to you right now that is a very big value, on many levels. That this is 3D worldly things, right? But what was behind that? The door to spirit. This is the big one in that whole lineup right here. This one and this one. The door to spirit and the sixth chakra. The door to spirit and your clarity. Your clarity in your mind space. Okay? That is this third eye. That is your intuition and being able to actually really look at your life from a clear, bigger perspective. Okay? So whatever that financial constraint was, as I said, is going to, resonate and be different for everybody. Whatever that was, that door is closed. That is what it is. That cupboard is empty. There is another door somewhere. That spirit is standing there opening for you and being like, hey, kid, over here in aisle 9. This is where it's at. Come, follow me. Let us go and manifest something wonderful, okay? And this is really about having that clarity, and going forward. And this is, again, this temple path was on the bottom, followed by the angel of love, followed by the world, appreciation, a woman holding her heart. The list goes on. But anyway, with this one being on the bottom, door to spirit is saying your door to value is through this, is through this door. This door to value is to this temple. This door to value and this clarity is to your temple path. This temple path is your own solitude. This temple path is your own place. Imagine this is deep down in your soul, and just you and your connection to your higher spirit, whoever it is, you and the Lord. This is where you guys come to talk. Just the two of you, okay? This is your own soul box, your own soul sacred garden, okay? This is like the fourth reading that is very spiritually based. Maybe that's just what I set out, as my feelers for the week. I don't really know, but so much extreme. I think that's just the way 2020 is going for people who are actually on that path to wanting to be, to find those answers and to find that why am I here? What is the purpose of all of this? Why am I feeling like I'm being called to something powerful? Like, what is going on here? What am I needing to change? Because I feel like I'm needing to change. So what the heck is needing to change? I think 2020 is just that year for a lot of us. It's just a year of enlightenment for a ton of us. So I think that's really with this retrograde ending and this new moon beginning. And, again, this is a big year astronomically for everybody. So I think that's just really where we all are, is, huge spiritual personal journeys. But guess what, Earth signs? You guys aren't missing out this week either. No. You're right in it with the rest of us. Welcome to the club, okay? Welcome to the higher intuition. Might as well just sit down, make yourself comfortable, and pour yourself a cup of coffee. Start chit-chatting with spirit, because you guys have a lot to work through. Okay, so the Spirit Animal Oracle deck was the next deck that I pulled from. And these are the energies that Spirit is asking you to embrace this week, this first week of March. Readings are timeless. So whenever you watch this and this resonates with you, go forward from here with that information. I don't know. Anyway, okay, let's see. Okay, all right. Otter Spirit, Stag Spirit, the Bat Spirit, and lizard spirit at the bottom. Otter spirit. Otter spirit is you are never alone. So aside from the fact that you are never alone, that the Lord always has his hands on you. The angels, your spirit guides, you are never alone. Aside from that, this card is really talking about otters are very affectionate. Okay? Otters are very affectionate friends. Otters are very affectionate to their family members and to their other little otter friends. Okay? This is talking about reaching out to the people who are in your life. Holding hands, giving hugs, that squeeze on the arm, that long, deep eye contact, and just being like, hey, boo, you matter. Okay? I'm proud of what you're going through and you matter. Okay? Reach out to people. By showing people that they are not alone, you are going to realize also in return how loved you truly are. It's Six of Pentacles kind of thing, right? You hand out the love and you get it back. Okay, this is telling you to really embrace that this week. Embrace the friendly little sweet otter. Okay, I love that. I would also love an otter. Not that I would ever want to captivate something that is meant to be in the wild, but I just would love a really, friendly pet of wild otters to come and live close to me. Let me be Snow White or something like that. Anyway, that's a princess fantasy we will get into at another time. Your second spirit animal see, I did it again. Your second spirit animal oracle card, the stag spirit. I love this one. Take the lead. Okay? This is about kind of sometimes, situations in life have happened, okay? Whatever they might be. And now you're all of a sudden standing at the forefront of your next step. And spirit, the stag spirit, is really saying, take the lead and take it with confidence. You got this. Go. And go. Okay? Take the lead. Take the lead to your next step. Be confident in that lead. And trust that, Spirit is standing there with you. Spirit has your back. Okay? So this next one is the bat spirit. Rebirth is assured. We're going to read the book. Because I've pulled the bat myself a few times, and this explanation, though long, totally worth it. Ready? The bat spirit. A rebirth is assured. After something has run its course and died, or been released, finished, surrendered, completed, or ended, there is a promise of a new beginning. Rebirth is reassured, just as night gives way to dawn and the bat emerges from the darkness of a womb-like cave. Bat spirit has come to remind you that this rebirth is a miraculous one. For the very best elements of what you had to give up in the death of the old are still present in this new, amazing life forming now. This is the miracle and magical of rebirth in every aspect of your life, including the rebirth of faith in your ability to establish new and healthy relationships. Bat Spirit reminds you that at present you are in an unknown territory and may feel as if you are lost. However, you are called to trust that your intuition will be a reliable guide as you give birth to something new and unfamiliar. Bat Spirit has listened in the darkness of the night and has heard all your hopes and dreams, your fears and worries, and assures you that this new version of your dream, this move from darkness to light, from lost to found, and death to rebirth, comes to fruition with love at its core. Bat Spirit asks you to trust what seems to have died is actually shape-shifting into something even more meaningful and wondrous than before. If you feel you are in dark, know that come morning, all will be revealed and things will be in a new form that is right for you. That is a serious death and rebirth. I'm not done. the protection message of this one. What are you refusing to let die? Bat Spirit is gently nudging you to let go of your need to cling to familiar story that has already run its course. A new story is posed to be born. Some dreams were only meant to last for a moment in time. Sometimes they are only there to slow you down as you recalibrate in preparation for the new life that will give you what you really want. Perhaps you need to grieve so you can say goodbye to something. At least you are saying goodbye to its familiar form. Perhaps you must let go of part of you that must die so you can be reborn. This temporary time in the dark doesn't have to be scary or sad. Though. Bat Spirit gives you her powers of perception and awareness as you learn to listen deeply and navigate those unknown caves of temporary emptiness. You will emerge with new perspective. The Bat Spirit will witness your giving birth to the life that matches the intentions and desires of your heart and soul. Holy crap, I don't even know if I have to do a reading after that. Like, that card alone is, yeah. Wow. And the Lizard Spirit is at the bottom of this, and dream the world into being. And this is about daydreaming, okay? This is about expanding out of, where you've been in those stuck patterns. This is about, opening your mind back up to all the creative possibilities. This is about dreaming up, an exciting life for you. Yes. Oh, those are powerful week. I love it. I love it. All right, let's get into the tarot. You have your energies that you are being asked to embrace this week. We have our overall theme of financial constraints, a door to value, and that Spirit's opening doors, and you're going to get this clarity in your own little temple path. Okay? Really? What more do we need to ask Spirit? Lots more, I tell you, my friends. Lots more. Enjoy. Very much. Getting lots more answers. All right. Let us see what the collective energy, the current energy for the collective air signs is for the week of, not air signs, oh my gosh, earth signs. I even did that earlier. This is earth sign. Earth sign for the first week of March 1st to 7th. First week of March. Earth. Taurus, Capricorns. Current energy. Current energy for the first week. Spirit, what is the current energy? The collected earth signs for the week of March 1st. Queen of Cups. An intuitive beginning. The Fool and the Page of Wands. Yes. Fire. Fool, clarifier. Woo! 1. I'll take 1. Thank you. It's the only one sticking upwards. Page of Wands. Okay. Wow. All right. Okay, so your current energies this week, guys. They're going to be big. Are you ready? Okay. 5 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. So if you got a little bit of indecision, maybe a little bit of anxiety about, what's to come this week, relax, breathe, pray, talk to Spirit. He's working this out with you. It could be a big week, but you can just navigate through this with him. That's the whole purpose. Okay, so what he is asking you, this is your current energy, the Queen of Cups. Okay, the Queen of Cups are about your emotions, and this Queen of Cups is she is an intuitive mother of stink. She is just so solid in her spiritual connection. She's sitting in the water here, and she is giving her hands up. Her eyes are closed, okay, so she does not need to see where she's going. She trusts that Spirit is taking her there. She is also manifesting and creating this massive power within her realm. Okay, she has the power to move water. She has the power to move her emotions into things and, to steer her emotions, to take what she is feeling on the inside and manifest it into reality on the outside. Okay, she is one hell of a powerful woman. And sitting in all this water, okay? So abundantful. Like there's abundance everywhere. Her singing bowl is right in front of her. She's got a fish, a fish necklace on. She's also wearing a crown. Like, I intuitive. Right? Okay? You got it, right? Like this woman is just, her connection is solid. Your connection is solid, okay? Your connection should be solid. This is what you're working towards. And who, you might ask, is this connection with? Well, let me clarify that. That was the Hierophant. Okay, this is your spiritual connection again. Okay, if your overall themes of this week didn't really give it away, what we were going to be talking here, this should. Okay, this is about your stairway and your enlightenment to this next path. And as this Queen of Cups and then being clarified by this, right? This is really just about, this is where you're going to find that peace. Okay, you might be feeling like, there's just been so much scattered bullshit going on, and you're just like, honestly, I just need one solid relationship in my life right now. Okay, I want to be so at peace like this and be able to communicate, to somebody that's going to bring me peace. Universe, give me peace, Spirit, give me peace. Sit there like this, and Spirit's like, hello, I've been waiting to talk to you for a long time, child. I'm glad you're here. Let's talk. What's on your mind? Let me take those burdens for you, okay? That's what this is about. This is about embracing, that abundance and that healing, okay? And the next one was the Fool, and it was clarified by the Empress, okay? That is a whole brand new beginning, and this girl is just, she is releasing her fears. She is. She has this staff of creativity over here, and that rod to me is it's a rod of life. It's her rod of wisdom and her rod of like, this is what I have been through. This is my like tribal, my tribal wand, right? And this, crystal of intention or whatever. And she's literally just falling back into this blissful, I don't even know what kind of water, spiritual water. She's just doing the trust fall. And she's like, catch me, Spirit, here I come, right? And that is what, that's your current energies. It was clarified by the Empress, giving birth to this next journey, giving birth to this next, this Fool, this beginning. And in this Empress, she literally is giving birth to the universe. The Empress is all about that fertile creative side that we all have. We all have divine masculine and divine feminine. And this is really about that intuitive side. Okay, again, this Empress, like her eyes are closed. They definitely look very closed. The moon is here. She is trusting in Spirit that things are happening in the shadows. She does not need to see it because she just knows it's there. She's literally trusting in the divine, trusting in that higher power, trusting in the Lord, trusting that, yep, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is it. This is it. Okay, Page of Wands. Holla, right? So much fun. Woohoo! This is, Page of Wands clarified by the Eight of Wands. This is excitement, this and change happening now. It is coming in this next phase, this next week. I don't know what it's bringing in, but it is going to excite you, okay? It is going to spark that, that joy and that passion and that, maybe you have really been feeling the blahs and the blues, from February, whatever. Maybe it was a tough week, I don't know. Maybe the last month was a tough month. Maybe the retrograde totally kicked your ass. I don't really know. It kicked mine. Maybe all that happened. Okay? Maybe you still are sitting there and you're like, it's still kicking my ass. What are you talking about? I haven't made any decisions. I haven't pulled myself out of anything yet. I'm sitting here and yeah, it's literally still kicking my ass. Okay, that's fine. I'm telling you that spirit is literally sending firecrackers your way. And whether or not you even do anything about it, let me tell you, you are going to be feeling like you want to do something about it. Something inside you is going to be sparked that you are going to be feeling that, heck yes, I am ready to kick free and just be this Page of Wands. Because after this Page of Wands is the Knight of Wands. And, you know, that's somebody beating their own drum. That is that's the next level, But that Page of Wands is all about coming into that, strong desire and passion to actually be that Knight of Wands, that, that solid, that's a different story. Anyway, regardless of whether or not you've made moves, regardless of whether or not you're still holding on to some pieces of those financial constraints and you're still maybe like hanging out, right, in that empty kind of cabinet and not really like ready to go forward to those, that door to spirit and that door to value. Okay, maybe you're still sitting in the limbo stage. I'm literally telling you, yeah, be prepared. Spirit is sending in something to set fire underneath your butt because you need to do something. You need to change it up. Where you're at's not where you're meant to be. Okay? You don't want to be where, I shouldn't say where you're at is not where you're meant, where you're supposed to be. Where you are at is exactly where you're supposed to be right now. Okay? But you don't ever want to be like, you don't ever want to be stuck at where you're at, and be like, oh, well, this is where I'm at for the rest of my life. Because I think that's called like the end. I think that I don't, yeah. That's not what you want. You still want to change. You still want to change. You still want to live for a hell of a lot more years. Okay? So that is consistently, being ready to embrace this new change, and consistently being ready to embrace these Eight of Wands. Because let me tell you, this isn't going to be, whatever this situation is, this isn't going to be maybe your first or your last time that you feel that spark to really, change up something. Embrace this next Page of Wands. Okay? Right? What are the fears or challenges? What are those? What are those for this week? Fears or challenges? Let us see. The Knight of Cups. Why are you fearing the Knight of Cups? The Magician and the Queen of Swords. Oh, challenges. Challenges or fears might the collective earth signs be facing this week. Let us see. Hermit. Why the Hermit? Why are you doing this? Why are you afraid? Why, we're all afraid. You are, okay. So the first challenge or fear that came out was this Knight of Cups. This is a new situation. Could be a new lover. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want, this tattooed arm man with that beautiful white horse and his Converse running shoes and his rolled up jeans with his love note and his roses and his nice hat? Who wouldn't want that riding up, right? Okay? Maybe you're afraid of that. Maybe this is a new situation that Spirit is offering you. Okay? Maybe this is a new work situation that is being offered to you. Whatever it is, it's going to be different for everybody, but whatever this situation is, that is new and presenting itself to you this week, you're going to have some fears over it. Okay? And it could be Spirit's cup and just being like, here's your cup, kid. What you gonna make? What do you want to co-create with me? You know, and being unsure, being really like, I don't know. I don't know, Spirit, I don't know. And the reason I say that is because the Magician and the Queen of Swords, she's such a badass, kick-ass queen. Anyway, these two clarified this Knight of Cups, right? And this Magician has the power to, you know, manifest and create all that he wants. The Magician has all of the elements. He does. All of the elements are within his power. He literally has that connection and that manifestation power with Spirit to be able to create and manifest whatever it is he wants. Okay? And this Queen of Swords, she's such a stinking, oh my gosh. Does she not scream confident? Confident, solid, seen life, you know, open-minded. Certainly not going to be, you know, bullied or tricked by, you know, silly things because she's seen it, okay? She's so clear. She's, and again, very intuitive. Queens are intuitive. That is the divine feminine that we all have. You know, that is our connection to that side. That is our connection to that softer side, right? But this is about, you know, knowing the lessons. Like she's sitting here on the mountaintops, again, being so deep in thought. She's got her sword there because she is a woman who's cut shit that has not worked. She's not a woman who holds on to garbage. Nope. Nope. She's cut shit that has not worked. And in cutting and removing things that don't serve her, she liberates herself. Okay? That's what makes her solid. Because she's liberated into being that true her. Okay? So, those as that clarifying, you know, Knight of Cups, again, that could be somebody or a situation, you know, actually a situation other than Spirit coming in and being like, hey, I want to create this with you. Or this very much like the rest of this reading could be Spirit being like, okay, are you ready yet to create this with me? Are you ready yet to create this next lifetime cup with me? You know, can we start this next journey? Are you prepared to like open your mind and realize that you are this magician, that together we can do this? Okay? Are you? I don't know the answer to that. Only you can answer that. And again, that answer will differ for everybody. This Hermit was the second card that came out. Okay, look at this. Own personal little path down here, all the way up to this little mountain, this little cliff of personal enlightenment. Removing yourself from all the noise, all of the bright lights, and just finding your solitude and peace. Finding the bright light that's inside of you. I dropped something, but I don't know what I dropped. Must have been my jade stone. Anyway, this trip to self-enlightenment is not easy. It's not an easy trip. It's not a brightly lit trip either, okay? Like it's kind of a scary, dark path to try and navigate yourself in, you know? I get that. Very much so. Like, very much so. It is not easy to follow that path to find your quiet space. It's not easy or fucking comfortable to sit in your own fucking quiet space. It's really not. Like, honestly, this is the part where if you can't handle cussing, you're gonna have to move out for 30 seconds because I'm gonna drop a bunch of F-bombs because this one is a sensitive topic to me. To find this peace, to find and feel comfortable sitting in that fucking peace, oh my gosh, I am not kidding. That is an uncomfortable process to get used to. There is a lot of shit that you must fucking walk through on this path to get up here to comfortably sit there in the darkness, in the silence, with just you and your creator. Yeah, that is a tough one. I get that. I very much get that. It was clarified by the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, was I not just saying that about this magician and this, Knight of Cups, and that cup that he was bringing in, this cup that Spirit was bringing you in, this cup that is here for you, that is going to bring you this Nine of Pentacles, which is self-abundance, okay? It is being full in where you personally, individually, have manifested and created within you, okay? That is not what you and others have created. I mean, those can be things that are just connected, pieces of that. But this Nine of Pentacles is truly about knowing where, like, that's why she's wearing white, okay? Because it's kind of like that ascending kind of, she gets it. She gets that, yes, okay, this is her garden of greens and glories, and others may have helped plant things, and others may have helped harvest things, but here, she is appreciating all that it is exactly to her, for her abundance, okay? And this Ace of Cups is saying, as this sphere and as this hermit, right? As all of these together, right? It's uncomfortable to sit here. It's uncomfortable to find your place and your peace and your quietness and your stillness. It's uncomfortable to come to the Lord. It is uncomfortable to start, okay? It is terrifying to put your faith in something that is going to fulfill those cups. It is. It's hard. It doesn't always even make sense on paper, I'm not a missionary or a priest or a pastor or anybody who's about ready to sit here and try to preach, some sort of actual religion down your throat, but I'm here to tell you that being a fellow human on my, with you on this journey, I know that believing in this enlightenment, I know that believing in this journey, with just you in spirit, I know that believing that your cup is going to be filled and that you'll be, full of abundance after that, it can be a tough thing. I get that. I know. I struggle with that. I myself also, yeah, okay, that's a normal thing. Those are normal fears. But the Ace of Wands and the Queens of Wands, Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, that's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, look at this fire and this brand new passion and creativity, and the Queen of Wands. So intuitive. There she has that, that rod of life, that staff of life, and here in her other hand, she is growing and glowing, manifesting what she wants. Okay? That's what you're being called to do, babe. Yeah. That's nothing big for you guys. You got that, right? Right. Just a week. Did you notice you unplugged the light when you did that? That was Oakley. Yeah. No, it's not too dark. I could get up and plug it back in, but he just circled about 5 times and made himself comfortable, so we're just going to leave him. Okay, factors. Factors that are at play. Factors that are unknown at play for the collective earth signs for the first week of March. March 1st to 7th. What you got? Daughter of Swords. Daughter of Swords, 8 of Cups, 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands. So the Daughter of Swords is an intuition card. Again, it is about, it can be about speaking your truth. It can be about waiting and just kind of watching the situation. There is all of these bright ideas that are really flickering and floating around this Daughter of Swords, okay? And it's about waiting for your time, you know? Right? She's holding this sword. She's got all these colorful, bright lights of inspiration flickering around her head. Okay, there is infinite possibilities there for her. But she hasn't seen her time to move yet. Spirit hasn't called her to move yet. So until then, you know, she's holding out. Seven of Pentacles came to clarify that. This is about, you know, the seeds that have been planted, not fretting that, you know, you have so much to do, because you know that what needs to be done has been planted. You know that you are going to cut shit out that is going to harm what it is that you have planted or that you are wanting to plant. Okay? You are really aligning yourself to what it is that you want to grow. Okay? Speak your truth. Okay? Speak your truth. Don't go and just ramble nasty, awful things out of your mouth. Think clearly on that. Find that clarity and then speak that truth. Speak the true you from the depths of your soul. The Eight of Cups came out after that. This is letting things go that need to go. 8 smashed cups. There's nothing. Okay? The Eight of Cups is just about being nothing left. Nothing left. There has been a price to pay for all of the things that have come from this situation, and there is nothing left. There is nothing here to carry forward with you, whatever that case is. Okay, whatever that is to you. It was clarified by the High Priestess and the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles to me is all about just the balance. Okay, look at this colorful infinity symbol. You can hardly see it because my dog decided he was going to rearrange our lighting. Okay, the Two of Pentacles to me is all about that flexibility and that balance that we all must find in our lives. Okay, to just allow life to work through us instead of fighting with it, instead of causing resistance. The more you cause resistance, what happens? Resistance causes friction. You know, that's not what you want here. It's about, the High Priestess is that intuitive connection. Okay, she is like the magician, but she is that feminine side to it. Okay, she is knowing that she can manifest anything that Spirit wants with her. She's got, you know, she's got this moon up here. So trusting that Spirit manifests things she does not see. Okay? And this ball, this orb of colorfulness, knowing that she literally has that ball in her hands, in her palms. Okay? Like just, yeah. Knowing that you can balance and be flexible in life. Knowing that some certain things in life maybe just haven't panned out. And those things can be heartbreaking and tough, you know, to overcome. But trusting in your intuition, trusting in that divine step that has been left, you know, those breadcrumbs that are leading you, you know, to this calling. If you are walking away from something that is, you know, seriously like an Eight of Cups, that is not good for you and detrimental to who you are, you fucking know you need to walk away from that. I mean, all of us have been, not all of us, but the majority of us have been in some horrible situation where we were like, oh yeah, that was toxic. No, I knew it was toxic. I didn't know when the right time was to go, and there's, you know, this, and then there was that, and then, you know, there was our fourth cousin's cat that we had, that, like, how were we supposed to split up, you know, Rocky? What were we going to do? Cut him in half, right? Okay, we all make up excuses. We all have a reason as to why we can't set that Eight of Cups down and walk away from it, okay? We also all know what that is in our life. Don't try to tell me that you don't. Oh, I don't know what that is. Lies. Yeah, you do. You do. You will continually hit the same freaking walls in your life if you refuse to change. Okay? Straight up. You will. The Three of Wands came out after that. This is about the vision. This is about the vision and taking the steps forward into that vision. Okay? And look at the color. Okay, look at the color within there. 3 of Wands. Like, this can be about finding a soul tribe, finding people that are going to support that vision with you, finding people that are going to maybe help build that vision with you, you know, be another side to that triangle with you. But going forward, knowing that this is your chance, this is your change, you know, knowing that it's not too late for you to switch it up. It's not too late for you to be like, hold up, this ain't where I want to be. I'm going somewhere else. That's a lot. Okay. I had like 10 flip over, but I took the top one because 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands. I called it earlier, you know, and I said the Page of Wands is only one away from being the Knight of Wands. This is the Knight of Wands. Not exactly the Knight I was thinking maybe he would come out in the next deck, but he didn't. He came out in this one. Okay, this visionary card. Your next direction, your next step. Standing solid, being the Knight of Wands, being you. Being that knight that is your passionate, strong, loving side. Okay? Ow, that was my elbow. Dude, this is just centering and standing tall on you. Okay? That's your vision. Your vision is to find you. Your vision is to stand up and be the tall, true you. Sweet. That's an awesome vision to have. Hold that shit, okay? Hold that shit true. Because the 4 of Wands was behind the 3 of Wands. And that is completion and celebration and happiness and good freaking times. Especially when you come out as being that solid King of Wands and Knight of Wands, okay? When you embrace that knight spirit, when you embrace that energetic, like, passion and thrust to just be this new knight in your own world, you know? 4 of Wands. Sweet deal. I was really craving a ginger ale because I had a salty and now I keep burping and I apologize. That's very rude. Okay, 4 of Wands. What is this 4 of Wands? I just put that whole pile back because it was like 8 cards. Spirit's like, let's talk forever. I'm like, I thought we agreed on trying to keep it within the 40-minute mark, which, yeah, we're already 7 minutes past that. 4 of Wands, clarified by the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Wands, okay? This Ace of Cups is only going to come if you release these burdens, my friends, okay? That 4 of Wands and that completion, you know, that next step only comes when you release these burdens. That Knight of Wands cannot stand tall when he is burdened by all of these. This is the darkness, okay? Spirit is offering you this cup, okay? This cup is here. Spirit is saying, are you ready? Are you ready to accept this cup? Are you ready to co-create with me and make this happen? And maybe you are not at this current time, and that is fine. You can talk to Spirit, work that out. So maybe not this week. Maybe you can hold off for another week. Maybe I still need something else. You know, I need to learn something else because I'm not, where I need to be, but I'm telling you that that's ridiculous. Because the 9 of Pentacles was at the bottom of that deck. Okay? Your self-abundance is here. Your fulfillment is here. Talk to Spirit. Okay? Connect with the divine. Connect with the Lord. I'm telling you, this is where that fulfillment that you are like struggling and fighting to find right now. It is literally it's sitting there staring at you being like, Earth sign, I know you're very grounded. So I'll just wait here patiently until you open up and realize I'm sitting right here. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to talk to you. Okay? Open that up. Lay those burdens on the Lord. All right, advice. Spirit, what's your advice? What's your advice for the collective Earth sign for this week? What is your advice for the collective earth sign for this week? 3 of Cups. That's a beautiful earth sign. I mean, a beautiful, oh, and the 4 of earth. Too many. One more is fine. One more would be nice. No, so many. So many. Advice for the earth signs, please. Advice for the earth signs for the last week. The first week of March. Oh my goodness, no wonder it's so confused. It's like, do you even know what you're talking about? Okay, so 3 of water. This is about fellowship. This is about finding the people who are going to support you and your soul growth and your soul journey. This is about a soul tribe. This can also be about manifesting with Spirit, allowing Him, you know, knowing that through Him is how the rest of your relationships are going to really grow and flourish and change. You know, allowing Him to be the base root of what needs to come. Okay? Followed by the 4 of Wands. I lied. The 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Earth. So the 4 of Earth is a fours are very like foundation-y kind of things. And depending on the depiction of some cards, the 4s can be very materialistically based. You know, where you're holding on to your money too tight. In this one, I'm just kind of really seeing know your worth. Okay? Know your worth. Hold on to your worth. Don't let people shortchange you. Okay? Don't let people shortchange you for, you know, thinking that you don't deserve what you actually truly deserve, you know, in this life. And that can be work situations, that can be romance situations, that can be any really situation, you know. This is about knowing that Spirit wants you to grow and build something solid. But in order for you to grow and build something solid that is sustainable for you and your lifetime of happiness, that needs to be something that between you and Him, you work out and you two grow together. Okay? Remember that the Lord finds His happiness in you finding yours. Okay? We are all made for one reason. You know, our gifts are all different. Our paths are all different. Our purposes are all different. And to each one of us, when we start uncovering what it is that truly makes us, that excites Him. When we find those things that truly make our hearts happy and our hearts beat and our hearts, you know, excited, that excites Him. You know, it does. So the 9 of water and the 10 of water also came out. You know, this is about, so the 9 of water is that self, you know, emotional fulfillment. Okay, look at that little mer lady, right? Being so stinking emotionally happy with where she is. She is just so excited with all of these like beautiful little gems that are kind of, you know, bubbling up. And that is saying that you will feel so emotionally fulfilled. Okay, that is going to be something that literally just comes within you. Okay, and the 10 of Cups behind that. Hello, a jolly happy Buddha. Who does not want to be the 10 of Cups? The 10 of Cups is like just your 10 cups spilling over with so much goodness in your life. Okay? Spirit is saying, find your soul tribe. Allow me to be your number one. And let's connect and grow a life, you know, together from here. You are going to stand up. You are going to find your worth. You know, you're going to know your worth because you know your worth in my eyes. You know, that's what Spirit's saying to you. So feel that abundance. Feel it on your emotional level and see it in the rest of the world. Let's create magic, child. Okay? And the Page of Wands again was at the bottom, guys. There's so much of just coming into your own, right? Two Pages of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So much of just really embracing your true kick-assness. It is. And loving it for that. You know, being so excited that this is, you really are this awesome. You really are that awesome, and that excites you. That excites you, and you're excited to go forward. You're excited to be this awesome and co-create with Spirit. Okay? You are. Angels, what you got to say? Beloved one, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Okay, so that could be taken as like, you know, a relationship that, you know, a romantic relationship. But to me, I really see that as your one-on-one relationship with Spirit. You know, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. I am helping you, you know, connect to me on that one-on-one kind of basis. It's one way to take it, or it could be that love. Spread your wings. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Okay? You are loved. Comfort. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Okay? Maybe you just got a lot of bullshit going on right now and you are feeling kind of wounded. You know, the heart feels sad and shit stings and whatever the case may be. Spirit saying, I'm with you. I get you. I get you. I see you in that pain and in that darkness. You know, in those moments of despair. I'm sitting there with you. I see it. I know that that's what you're going through. Okay? Ultimately, the only way to know about God is by letting your being merge into the being and then seeing what happens to you. That's pretty sweet. I'm going to read it again. Ultimately, the only way to know about God is by letting your being merge into the being and then seeing what happens to you. And nothing is ever worth closing your heart over. Yeah. So no matter what has happened in your life, Spirit is just saying, you know, no matter how much you blame maybe Spirit or the Lord for what has happened in your life, let go. No matter what it is, let go. That literally just came out as I was doing that. Let it go. Whatever is holding you back right now, let it go. It needs to work. You need to allow yourself to just experience this. Be the experiencer. Okay, last one. This is a big one. This is a deep one. This I'm going to leave you with, okay? Go forward thinking about this in your next week. This is your homework. Solve this puzzle. What if consciousness were to remove its focus from your personal set of thoughts, your personal set of emotions, and your limited sensory input? Would you become untethered from the bonds of the personal self and be set free to explore beyond? What if the consciousness were to remove its focus from your personal set of thoughts, your personal set of emotions, and your limited sensory input? Would you become untethered from its bonds of personal self and be set free to explore beyond? Pretty sweet. Okay. Till next week, Earth Signs. Take care. Bye now.